Hey everyone, welcome back to Chronicles of Spirit. Today I want to share with you one of the most powerful and lesser-known stories of self-discovery and growth, the origin of Leonardo da Vinci. Before he became the legendary artist, engineer, and thinker, we know today Leonardo was a curious and quiet observer of the world, finding his own way outside the boundaries of tradition. Leonardo was born in 1452 in the small Tuscan town of Vinci, Italy. He was born out of wedlock, which at the time carried significant social limitations. Because of this, he wasn't eligible for a formal education or inheritance. While many would see this as a setback, for Leonardo it became an unexpected blessing. With no rigid curriculum to follow, he was free to wander, to observe, to explore. He spent hours outside, studying the way birds flew, how water moved, how shadows shifted through the trees. His classroom was nature, and his teacher was the world itself. From a young age, he filled page after page with sketches and notes. He would dissect insects, collect leaves, and even invent his own tools to help him see better. His mind didn't crave memorization or rote learning. It thrived on discovery. This natural curiosity would become the foundation for everything he achieved later in life. At age 14, his father recognized his gift and arranged for him to apprentice under Andrea del Verrocchio in Florence. Verrocchio's studio was a hub of creativity. It wasn't limited to painting. It was a place where art, science, architecture, engineering, and sculpture coexisted. For Leonardo, this was paradise. He watched closely, practiced endlessly, and absorbed everything like a sponge. But here's what's truly fascinating. For years, Leonardo didn't produce any groundbreaking work. He didn't rush into fame. Instead, he focused on learning. He practiced sketching hands for months. He studied the muscles under the skin, the way light bounced off different surfaces, the tension in ropes, the aerodynamics of wings. His notebooks became vaults of deep investigation, packed with diagrams, mechanical inventions, and theories that wouldn't be understood for centuries. He would spend entire days watching the ripples of a river or the flight of a bird, trying to understand the underlying principles that made things move, grow, and function. He even began dissecting human bodies to understand the structure beneath the surface, all in pursuit of seeing things clearly, fully, and deeply. What stands out about Leonardo's path is how much time he spent in the shadows, learning, experimenting, and questioning everything. He wasn't in a hurry to be known. He was in a quest to understand, and that made all the difference. By the time he began his great works like The Last Supper or the Mona Lisa, he had already built decades of insight beneath every brushstroke. We often admire the genius of Da Vinci, the final product, the masterpieces, the inventions. But we rarely talk about the years of quiet, patient growth that made those masterpieces possible. His genius was not a lightning bolt. It was a slow burn, a flame he protected and nurtured through years of exploration, self-discipline, and wonder. So what does this mean for us? It's a reminder that we don't need to rush into greatness. In a world obsessed with speed, Leonardo shows us the power of depth. He teaches us that the early hidden years, the years where no one is watching, where you're learning, failing, and trying again, are not a waste. They are essential. They are sacred. If you're in a place where you feel behind, unsure, or invisible, remember this. Leonardo da Vinci spent years behind the scenes, learning how to see before he ever showed the world what he could create. And when he did, he didn't just paint, he changed how we see everything. Thanks for being here and for listening to the story. If it inspired you, please like, comment, and subscribe to Chronicles of Spirit. There are more journeys of transformation and unseen greatness coming your way. Until next time, keep learning, keep observing, and never stop honoring the quiet beginnings of your own masterpiece.